This is the Beaufort Ink Solano Gold pen. I've already opened up and had a look at their new Aquilo pen. They both share the same bushes. So you've got the Aquilo, Solano and also the Headwind all use the same bushes. Like with the Aquilo, my only niggle is, especially this day and age, the amount of plastic bags you've got in there for all the components. Yes, still use this nice, strong, heavy duty bag to put everything in, but just wrap everything in tissue paper. So the difference between this and the Aquilo, as far as I can see, is just basically the nib section here, the coupler and the finial cap on the top. So it uses the same clip by the looks of it, which is, I found, quite an interesting shape, and certainly the finish quality on the back here, the way it's tucked underneath, the way the metal was bent over and tucked under there, is just so nice to see. The twist mechanism, super smooth, which the good thing about this, it just literally screws in the top there, so it's easily replaceable. The section connector will just push into your brass tube, and then you've got your threaded end there just to basically, so that you can then unscrew the nib. The Beaufort Ink refill, which is a Parker style, you can obviously get cheaper options. The quality of finish on these metal pieces is just so nice. All three of these pens in this range use the same brass tube, so they're all the same size. You use an 11/32 drill bit. This is one I'd bought from somewhere else, from a previous pen I'd done. All three of these pens as well are at £7.45 at the moment, as at the end of 2023. The good thing about all these pen kits from Beaufort Ink, they are all almost identical for the assembly instructions, because they're designed by them, so they're just made more common, which is why you get 3 pen kits, for example, that use all the same size tubes, same size drill bits, same size bushings. First thing is the clip assembly, and case of just lining up where you want your grain to go. The underside here is very smooth, so unless you've really got a wide blank, it shouldn't be a need to put anything underneath. If you want to be on the safe side, you can always slide something under there, and it's just a case of pushing that in. And that is a really long piece going in there, so that's quite a push in there. That's never going to budge whatsoever. The next bit is the connector, which goes on the bottom for the pen nib. Once you've got that pressed in, you just screw on the twist mechanism. Insert the pen refill with the spring, screw on the nib. Well, now hopefully you should see a nice distance that the pen nib comes out. And this top bit you should be able to push on by hand, just like that, and that should be it. Solano pen kit. Final summary, I've got to say on this, very well made. The action on these is really smooth. It really is nice. The fine little things as well, the length that the pen nib comes out, that's what I think a pen nib should come out like. So with these Parker style refills, where you've got that angle on there and where the angle ends before it goes to the straight, that's really, to me, how far the nib should come out. Maybe a little bit further at the most, but that should be it. The pen clip on this, never really seen this style on any other type of pen before, and it's really, really nice. And the back of it is just finished off nicely, and even when you turn a fairly sort of flat shape, there's no gap under there whatsoever, so it sits there, so whatever you drop it down onto, it's going to fit in there nicely and still have a hold. For the price, I've got to say, very, very worthwhile the money. There's a lot of pen kits you can go out there and buy on other websites, which are often more expensive than this, but the quality will be nowhere near as good. So I've got to say, highly recommended on this one, and it's just going to be down to personal preference of style on there. Obviously just use wood on this, you can use acrylic and any finish your own choice just to highlight it off, but you've got a fair bit of chunk of what your material is you're putting on there to at least display that off, and these do come in a whole different range of finishes as well. If you're new to the channel, this is part of a series doing pen kit reviews. Please do subscribe, and there should be a playlist showing all the videos. Thanks a lot for watching.